What is it that actually drew Wanda and Vision together? Episode 8 of WandaVision revealed the origins of Wanda's powers and the connection she formed with the Mind Stone during Hydra's experiments. Which makes us wonder, were Wanda and Vision only drawn to each other because of the Mind Stone?
I think you missed that.
The origins of both Wanda and Vision are tied to the Mind Stone. Wanda first comes in contact with the stone during Hydra's experiments, which reawakened and enhanced her powers. As soon as Wanda enters the room with Loki's scepter, the Mind Stone is drawn to her, showing her a silhouette resembling her classic costume from the comics. It reacts to Wanda's presence right away, and soon after becomes a constant presence in her life. The Maximoff twins team up with Ultron who, using technology stolen from Tony Stark, place the Mind Stone into a physical, biosynthetic body that would later become the Vision.
I wish to understand it.
Given the ties Wanda and Vision's powers have to the stone, it makes sense that Vision is able to break Wanda's control over people's minds within the Hex. It can also explain how he is resistant enough to her powers that he begins to question their reality in the first place. Interestingly, Wanda's magic is usually represented with her signature color, red. However, when she creates Vision within the Hex, he manifests in yellow light before taking physical form, the same color as the Mind Stone, implying that some of the stone's power may reside within her. This is further reinforced when Sword and Hayward successfully reanimate Vision's corpse using residual energy from an object Wanda cast her magic on. This means that Wanda's magic is influenced by the Mind Stone, or it is at least similar enough to the stone's powers that it can produce the same effects.
I don't know how I did it.
All that being said, Wanda and Vision are more than just the Mind Stone. While the stone may have influenced her powers, we know that Wanda had magic long before Hydra experimented on her. According to Agnes, her powers are chaos magic. In Marvel Comics and even the movies, magic has to come from somewhere. While Wanda is a mutant, like the X-Men, the power she wields originates from the Nexus, which was name-dropped in one of the commercials in the form of a red pill. As for Vision's origins, it took much more than the Mind Stone to create him.
Jarvis, Ultron, Tony, me, the Stone.
The creation of MCU's Vision was truly a team effort. Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, experimenting with the Mind Stone, create Ultron. In his efforts to become a perfect being, Ultron stole the Cradle, technology from Tony Stark, and used it to create a body that would physically merge him with the Mind Stone. The Avengers intercept the Cradle, and Tony's AI assistant Jarvis is placed into the android.
Put Jarvis into this thing.
No!
For a finishing touch, Thor uses his lightning to bring him online.
You're saying Vision isn't just the stone?
If we take out the stone, there's still a whole lot of Vision left.
Shuri even gets part of the way through the process of separating the two, but runs out of time, leaving Wanda no choice but to rip the stone from his head. However, given Shuri's level of genius and expertise, if she claims that she could separate them, we're inclined to believe her.
Can you do it?
Given all of this, it seems like the MCU is trying to tell us that Vision is more than the sum of his parts. He was built, powered, and influenced by so many sources that he isn't just the Mind Stone.
Thank you.
Vision's personality might be completely separate from the stone. In Avengers Infinity War, Vision describes it as something strange and unknown to him, despite it being part of his body. He even says,
It's as if it's speaking to me.
Implying that there is a degree of separation between the two. When Wanda goes to read his mind, she tells him,
I just feel you.
This could mean that the stone and Vision are the same. But another interpretation is that Vision's thoughts are completely his own, and the Mind Stone doesn't factor into it at all. Despite all the messed up circumstances the two find themselves placed in, their time together on screen in the movies and the show has shown us a deeply emotional connection. Their relationship is built on acceptance and understanding. Despite fighting on opposite sides in Captain America: Civil War, it didn't tear them apart for long. Even when Wanda became a fugitive under the Sokovia Accords, the two of them couldn't stay apart, arranging romantic rendezvous in secret while Wanda was in hiding with the rest of Team Cap. Vision became a source of comfort to Wanda, and she accepted him exactly as he was. Even if the Mind Stone drew them to each other, it seems like it only played a small part in their romance. It may have been the spark that lit the flame, but their genuine bond is what kept that fire going.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
How could we say Wanda and Vision aren't in love when we have scenes like this, where Vision attempts to make paprikash, a traditional dish from her homeland, to cheer her up? If that isn't love, we don't know what is.